Hey everybody, it's Annette. I'm kind of doing this on while the sun's setting. So I keep having to move the tripod around, and I don't know what we're going to end up with. I'm like, it's emphasizing the hair. I've been busy today, okay? And it's all over the place. And it's also probably going to emphasize every single wrinkle I have and whatever. I mean, you get them when you start aging. It's a it is what it is. So I want to do like a little series, since we're into fall, about preparing uh, physically, and that's going to be a two-parter, I think, because physically, I just realized I hit my mic. Newbie. Physically is things we need to do around the house, but it's also things we need to do literally, physically. So I think I'll do it in two parts, and then uh, mentally and spiritually, because we're going to get into the shorter days, and for some of us, we don't like that. We don't like it, especially when they do that fall back. I kind of wish they'd stop doing that and leave it alone. But anyway, short days, yay. Seasonal affective disorder. But we'll talk about that in another video. Tonight, I think I'll do the part on preparing physically, like what we're going to do around the house and how to prepare our homes, and if you have a homestead, the homestead. So I've been pulling plants in that need to go ahead and get pulled in and put under the lights, the grow lights. And then I planted some fall winter harvest. I've never done this before. I do not know where it's going to go. I did have to buy some replacement plants today because I have one right now. It's in like one of those totes, and we drilled holes in the bottom and then layered with cardboard, and then some, gross as it sounds, dried chicken droppings, fertilizer, compost, whatever, and then with the potting soil. So I have this one tote, and I have the 4 heads of lettuce in there. I don't remember what kind it was or is. One of them has like absolutely no enthusiasm to live. It keeps swooning, and it looks like it's going to stay down. Last night when I walked by, even though I got shade cloth on it, we're still getting some 80-degree days. It was really droopy looking. So I thought, okay, that one, 9 out of 10 is going to be a goner. So I went ahead and got some replacement cold hardy plants. We're in North Carolina zone 8B. So I got some kale to replace in that, and then pull out the old tomato plant. It's green and beautiful. It's not doing anything, so it's time to say goodbye to that one too. And then we have, my husband does rehab work and some home improvement work, and he had done a remodel on a bathroom and was able to take out the whole bathtub. And I didn't know he was teasing. He said, like, this was 6 months ago, what do you want to do with it? I'm like, I want it for an above ground bed. And so we have it, and it's kind of under our deck to where it's not full throttle sun, but enough sun to where it's actually thriving. I had really great success with lettuce. I just threw the seeds in there, covered them up again, the cardboard, the fertilizer, and then the soil, and then put them in there, and they did really well. I had some wonderful salads this summer, and I wouldn't mind having some more in the winter. And I'm telling you what, if I find a way to grow watermelon, if I invest in a greenhouse, I love my watermelon. I can make a meal out of that. So planting the cold hardy crops, have tarps. I'm going to have to take the old tarp off some of the coops, the torn one, and then put new tarp on it. Move some of the smaller, the babies that I have are now big enough to where we're ready to move them down to the lower run. And then I planted winter squash. It's on the deck in a bucket. Got these at the dollar, guess what price it is, tree, because I don't know anymore. I really don't. I went in there the last time and it had dots everywhere. In the bathtub that I use for the lettuce, I'm calling my Dwight Schrute Garden beets, and they're sprouting. And honestly, I know this is a cold hardy one. I've never grown it, and I really don't know what to do with it. I'll have to find out if it's like lettuce or how you eat it, but Swiss chard. I got a 5-gallon buckets for that. So I'm like, as I'm putting things in bigger pots, determining what to bring inside, and then what I'm going to leave outside, and then gathering the empty pots and putting them in my cabinet. I have a garden cabinet in the garage. So I'm going to put those in there. And then I've ordered some frost cloth from Amazon. Frost will probably hit close to the end of October, but excuse me, since I didn't know, you never know what you're going to get around here. It's like sometimes we think it's fall and we're getting all excited and you're seeing pumpkin spice everywhere, and then you're getting 80-degree days. It's like, fall didn't get the memo, guys. So that's what I'm doing. Preparing the coops, gonna tarp them really well, taking care of the plants, bringing in what I can, storing the empty containers into the closet, into the cabinet. And then, speaking of closets, I did realize that, I mean, I know it's seasonal. I do it every season because I don't have a really big walk-in closet. I would love to have just one closet like you see in the movies where it's just a room and it's a closet, but I don't have that. So in the spring and summer, I'm moving those clothes in there and then putting the fall winter into the building. And then now it's time to start phasing out some of the spring summer stuff and bring the fall winter in. So I really have to go through that closet and see, do I really need everything in there? You know how it is, how you accumulate stuff. And I've accumulated quite a bit, so I have to make some decisions, and they may not be the easiest decisions, but cleaning out the closet and doing the whole, going through things and reassessing what we need, because before Christmas, I like doing that because I feel like the walls are closing in on me if I don't kind of, what comes in and then what goes out, kind of keep a healthy balance with that. So that sounds like right in my eyes. Sorry, come on the ride with me while I adjust my camera. But that's what I'm going to do. So what are you doing to prepare for the fall and shorter days? What are you doing around your house? Are you having to gather firewood? Perhaps you have a fireplace or a stove. Are you collecting things in the event that we have power outages, water, solar? I have some solar chargers. My son got me for Christmas some solar panels, and they'll do small things like cell phones and stuff like that. But a lot of solar items. I'm getting a solar radio to put by the coop because, again, when fall and winter come and the days get shorter and a lot of animals are in hibernation, then it's a constant battle trying to keep predators out of the coops, even though they are very secure. So I bought this pretty awesome solar motion detector thing that sounds like guns going off and dogs barking. When something goes in front of it, it's time to come on at night, and if anything goes from the trees to on top of the coop, it's going to take care of, it's going to make some noise and scare them off. I actually have those little door alarms that make a god-awful sound if a door gets opened up. I have those on the coop, the latches with the hasp clasp with the latches on there. I'm really trying, because I know I've been doing this for a long time with the birds, but it's still like a gut punch every time I lose something. So I'm really interested to know what you're doing to prepare physically, and in part physical, part A, around the house, what you're doing. And then next time we do the video, let's talk about physical part B, how we're going to work with keeping ourselves healthy and in shape and finding activities that we can do depending on whatever your level is, whatever our limitations are too. We all have our own things to deal with. We are not cookie cutter people. We're all different. So really interested and excited to be talking about that. But anyway, I don't have a lot of daytime left, maybe about an hour. So I'm going to get those birds fed, and I'm going to take care of some plants, get rid of that poor sad lettuce. I don't know what else to call it. And then put some kale in there and see what other space I have for the kale, because maybe I need an intervention. But I pray that I'll get some good harvest and have some salads this winter. I did freeze some tomatoes, and really looking forward to seeing what I can eat over the winter, because it's really usually limited on what kind of crops you can get. And trying to do this myself for the first time, I'm interested to see where this goes, and a little nervous too, because I hate getting out in the cold. And when I go out, when we get winter and it's like really, really cold, I got myself a pair of ski bibs off Poshmark last year, and that made a big difference in doing things outside. It was so well worth it. And then my puffer jacket, and then my face mask that covers, I don't know what you call them, ski mask or whatever it is. I think there's a better name for it, baklava. I cannot pronounce that. That little pink fleecy one. And then, of course, the hat. I always have to wear, I think everybody calls them beanies. Around here we call them toboggans. But it's good talking with you this evening, and looking forward to, reporting on my progress or lack thereof, and then hearing what everybody else is doing. So, love y'all. Have a good night.